Hey everyone, Shnickerman here back with another video. This is going to be a fun follow-up video for something I made August 28th, 2020. So about a year and a half later, I had a video previously called What's Going On with Game Prices. So this is going to be what the heck is going on with game prices now. And basically, I'm going to take 10 items on the higher end of my video game collection and just kind of talk about how much they're worth roughly and maybe why the prices are going crazy like they are. I think some of them will be fairly obvious, but let's just get into it. First one on the list, Firewatch. This was a limited run game. This is in sealed condition. I think I picked this up for about $65 off a guy on Instagram in like 2016 or something like that, 2017, I'm not sure. This game has gone up significantly. It's a fantastic game. It's very limited. People want it for their collection. That's got to be the reason. This one I think is finally reached its moment, and this I have both, but I'm going to only talk about the first one. You got Golden Sun Game Boy Advance, complete in box with a map. You know, complete in box Game Boy Advance stuff has really just skyrocketed in the last 2 years. I think it's pretty obvious. People my age played it, they want to collect it. They're not as easy to find these days. Definitely play Golden Sun if you haven't played it. This one I've had in the collection for a long time. This is Persona, the PSP version, comes with the soundtrack, kind of the definitive version. Again, just harder to find in this complete condition with all the extras. Persona stuff has always been hot, but especially ever since Persona 5 kind of jumped in popularity, people have been chasing after this. I was happy to have this in the collection for $20 many years ago. Now this is one probably not everyone has seen. This was made by Limited Rare Games, which is kind of a controversial company. This game is called Tamashi. I made a YouTube short about this maybe a year ago or so. Nobody really knows how many of these were made. I think it's estimated to be at least 2,100 of these. These sell on eBay, can go anywhere from, I think one originally sold for 1,000, but now they have around 400 to 500. Just a very hard to find game. I'm not even sure what this game is like. This one would probably surprise a lot of people, but Shovel Knight for the Vita. A lot of Shovel Knight stuff has kind of been going up a bit. Fantastic game, finally got around to playing it. The Vita game was a Fangamer exclusive, and at the time it was a pre-order only, so I think there's only a few thousand copies of this around. The Vita is a very loved system. I love this copy. I've never played it, but I think it's going to stay in my collection for a long time. This is maybe doubled in price in the last few years. Shovel Knight collectors, what can I say? This is another one that really shocks me, but I can kind of guess why. We got Mega Man Battle Network series. They've always been really hard to find, but their prices were never that high, even for complete in box. Now I'm talking back in 2011. I realized that was a long time ago. I remember being in my college dorm room and picking this up for $25 to $30 and feeling like I was spending way too much. This is not my favorite entry into the series, but I was happy to get it in pretty decent condition back in the day. This has gone crazy again, complete in box, Game Boy Advance, really sought after, hard to find. Everybody loves Mega Man, it's an RPG, all this stuff, and this will set you back at least $120 now, which I think is just crazy. This is one I always talk about. This is a game I've talked about in the past. Made by Konami, Boktai. It's one of those Game Boy Advance games that I originally had. This is my original box and manual and everything. I just had to buy a replacement game. It basically has a sun sensor. You slay vampires. A really weird, quirky game. Kind of difficult and weird to play, but just really uncommon and hard to find. This one went up pretty significantly. Another Game Boy Advance, you can kind of see a lot of the Game Boy Advance games I collected them at the perfect time because now all the ones that I wanted are very valuable. This one is no different. Metroid Dread. This game had a direct impact on the price of Metroid Fusion, but Fusion remains my favorite Metroid game. This is complete in box again, hard to find. It's a Nintendo game. There was probably a lot of them made, but limited supply and high demand for Metroid games. This one is more than $200 now, which is insane. Again, I paid maybe $30 for this back in 2011, 2012. This one used to be the most expensive game in my collection. It's kind of increased and decreased a bit, but it's just the nature of it. This is the Pokemon Heart Gold, but it's the extra version with the Pokewalker, which I still have. So just a little bit harder to find due to all the extras. It's got a really cool holographic cover. This one will stay in the personal collection forever because this is one of my favorite Pokemon games, if not my favorite Pokemon game. This one hasn't really changed in price. It kind of just fluctuates at around the same mark. And I don't know exactly why that is, considering Pokemon are so sought after, but I think it's more of a price ceiling on this game. And last but not least, this is one that I got for Christmas one year. I think it was about $20, and I've always felt like this one was going to explode, and it finally did. And that is Chrono Trigger for Nintendo DS. This is a sealed copy. Just never got around to opening it, but I knew that it would be one that I would probably want to keep sealed because Chrono Trigger is just a game that everyone talks about. They love it. I believe this one even is the original printing. There was a sticker that said here that it had the map, but I think I actually took it off. So it makes it even a little bit more sought after. But yeah, this one went insane. If you ever see Chrono Trigger on DS, even loose or complete, pick it up. So thanks for watching, everybody. What are some really expensive games in your collection that have gone crazy lately? What other kind of videos do you want to see me make? I'm trying to do some different stuff. I'd be happy to listen to what you guys have to say, what you want to hear. We hit 1,000 subscribers, which I'm really excited about. And until the next video, guys, peace out.